Let's bring them on. Good morning, David. How are you, sir?
I'm doing wonderfully. It's Wednesday. It's midweek. It's hump day. So it's got to be
Hump
good.
day.
Hump
Hump
day. Yeah.
day, as,
Hump
as,
day.
as I say in the trade. Hump
Yeah.
day. So, well, welcome to a bit of a live chat. Thank you for joining me today.
No, thank you very much for having me on air.
It's an absolute pleasure. So we've got stuff to talk through about move for wellness, and I'm going to ask you about this elephant as well.
Now
um,
or later?
uh, Now let's keep him waiting. I think
Okay.
we deal with the elephant a little bit a little bit
It's,
later.
it's literally the elephant in the room.
Yeah, the elephant in the room.
And
Yeah.
those who saw me this morning doing the Move for Wellness exercise will know there's another elephant involved as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was doing skull crushers with an elephant. An elephant. So if you want to see what that was like, please check Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. All the details will. Howard, I'm sure, will share those details with you later.
Yes, I certainly will.
Yes.
It's all set. It's all set. It's all set to go. So, before we talk about all move for wellness and all that good and worthwhile stuff, but you just want to introduce yourself briefly.
Okay. Yes, looking at me, I'm David Baum. Obviously, I'm the founder of Move for Wellness, but I'm also 64. And everyone goes, "You can't be." In fact, I've been in the gyms and people go, "I think you're 44. You're lying." And then I look at people who are supposedly my age, the role models, and they all look old. And I'm very grateful that I don't look 64. I can't stop. I'm not pretending I'm not 64 because trust me, things hurt as you get older. And all the things, karma, it's not very nice because I used to laugh at old people's ailments and their complaints when I was younger. It's come back to bite me truly and truly on the posterior for taking the mick when I was younger. So anyone that's young watching this, having the misfortune to listen to my waffle, do not take the mickey out of old people. Nature will get you in return. But anyway, I'm Bushy in Hertfordshire. I'm married to the amazing Mel, who I believe should be watching this. We've known each other.
Morning, Mel.
Known Mel now for 44 years. So about 44 years ago, we've been married 39 years. We've got two sons, Philip and Oliver, a beautiful daughter-in-law, Kirsty, and a fabulous granddaughter, Chloe, who will be 4 in November.
Excellent. Okay, so move for wellness. What is it, and how did it start?
Okay. Well, for those who know what this is about, we originally started a campaign back in 2016 called the 365 Challenge, which was to get people doing exercise, moving forward with life. And it became quite convoluted. And in the end, it became too much for people to understand what we were doing. And asking the average person to take part was a big ask, which was 3 exercises daily, each exercise for 60 seconds, 5 times. I couldn't do half of them. And I'm going, if I can't do it, how's anybody else going to do it? And people didn't understand the message. And then COVID came along, that wonderful thing, the pandemic, and all these scientists going mad and everything got shut down. And we had Joe Wicks and a lot of PTs coming on air and doing lessons. Joe Wicks became the nation's PT instructor. And PTs from all the gyms were running online classes. And the problem was people couldn't follow the online class. They get bored. You need that interaction. And I was talking to a very nice lady called Sharon Ray at the time, and she said, "Well, what are you trying to achieve, David?" So I explained what Move for Wellness is about. She says, "Well, why is it called 365 Challenge? Why not Move for Wellness?" She said, "Because you're asking me, who is semi-invalid living in Cardiff, to do exercises which I can't do, whereas sometimes just getting out off the sofa and walking around the room is a miracle for me." So we said, okay, that makes sense. So we stopped 365 Challenge and we came back to the idea of Move for Wellness, which is ultimately there's 4 different things we want people to do, 3 or 4 things. The first is to actually get moving and exercising. And we've chosen every day, we put out 5 days a week, an exercise, a different exercise that lasts 2 minutes, 21 seconds. And this is an exercise that anyone can do or adapt depending on the physicality. So one of the people very important to what we're doing is a lady called Nancy Ezekiel in Austin.
Mhm.
She's an amazing lady. She's not young. She's a bit younger than me, so she's not old. But she was a teacher. She has 40 different physical ailments, including Ehlers-Danlos. And as she put it quite succinctly, one day she was standing in the hallway at the school she was teaching, and a child 100 pounds heavier than her bowled into her. She went down, fell against a wall, and a month later she was basically confined to a wheelchair. Because those who don't know, Ehlers-Danlos is floppy joint syndrome. And once she understood what we're doing, she said, I want to be involved. How can I do this? And she literally adapts every single daily exercise for those who are not fully able-bodied. We have the fabulous Peggy in America, who's a big lady. We have who's doing the exercises because it's all about getting. We don't want people to think that you have to be Superman or Wonder Woman. This is for average people, the people who do enjoy going to the gym or don't want to go to the gym, but enjoy skipping or dancing or anything. So movement is the most important. It's about enjoying life, learning actually being indoors. You don't have to be indoors. You can go for walks. You don't have to go to a gym. You can go to the walk in the park, see the trees, listen to children laughing. Laughter is infectious. So that's what the aim is. And I'm very grateful. We've now got over 100,000 people since February last year following and taking part in our daily exercises.
That's brilliant. Because I've seen some of your videos on social media. They're quite mad, but which is helping. Which is, you know, I mean that kindly, because it's meant to be, isn't it? It's meant to be fun.
Well,
and
especially the Friday one. The Friday ones are mental, are completely mad. It's lovely.
Yeah, absolutely. Because what's good about it is that you and Mel use everyday objects, don't you, as for exercises, and as you just, you know, you don't need to invest in gyms or gym equipment. So
but having said that,
yeah,
I mean, there are times when I'm very lucky. One of our great supporters is the gym group, and Watford are our home, and they allow me to come in and we film stuff in there. And you know, they give us sometimes we'll go and we'll do an event there where we are using equipment because they recognise that it's quite nice to let people see proper exercise. And we've got
but you know, for people who are at home, stuff like that. Can you? We should have put a video on so people can see. But can you describe some of the exercises you use just using everyday objects, David?
As I said, this morning's exercise was it's called skull crushers, where you lay on the ground, which you can stand up, and you have an object. So it's very hard to describe it. Let's find something I can use. Okay, there we go. I'll use this. This is a mirror.
Okay.
That for 22 minutes 21 seconds, and everyone goes, well, it doesn't seem to do much, but trust me, after a couple of minutes you begin to feel it in your triceps, in your biceps. Yesterday, for instance, it was crunches with my feet on a garden chair, and then actually we transitioned to using our granddaughter's garden chair because it's lower. We use broomsticks. It's bottles of water. I've even done bananas. We've done bicep curls with bananas. It's not necessary to say, people think you have to have big weights to exercise, but actually if you're doing it slow, just with say a couple of bananas in your hand or apples, eventually you notice the difference. And I think everyone thinks that you have to go completely mandatory and you're going to end up looking like The Rock, who, let's face it, look awesome. But he can work out 6 hours a day, etc., etc. I can't. No one can because we haven't got time. So
I think they're really good. I've just trying to find a video on YouTube so that we can just show people, but I can't find it at the moment.
Well, I think I'll TikTok with